I have a rather stupid and dangerous idea for us to try out today. Let's see how long we can remain inside of the colony. Yup, that simple. We've got a few things to do around here, which will require us spending time amongst these idiots. So, what's the problem, you ask? Well, for one, storms and tornadoes seem quite keen on homing in on my location, as we learned the hard way last time. So the longer we're here for, the higher the chance of them forming near us. Granted, these weather deflectors should repel any tornadoes away from us, but we'll see. And secondly, the spore mobs are getting smarter. They most certainly now know that we are here, and in fact, their infection is really starting to get a bit out of hand. So I'm expecting those creatures to stalk around a bit more, especially with us being here for longer as well. All that aside, however, these idiots do need me, and we do need to get more of the colony established. And I do want to start digitizing, or making as many things as virtual as possible, such as the botany pots, just to minimize the damage done whenever danger does eventually poke its head back again. So yeah, let's see how badly things end up here today. You know, just in saying all of that, actually, what I think I'm going to do is take out a few carrots here, and we're quickly then going to head to the Badlands, grab a few kangaroos, bring them back, and that should be at least some form of protection. Although we already know what's going to happen here, I'm going to get to the Badlands just in time for it becoming night. Everything's going to spawn in, and our idiots are going to be in danger right from the start. So let's try do this as quickly as we can, and you guys follow me. Which of course they've all bloody disappeared now. Where have they gone to? They are scattered all around the Badlands here, just ensuring that we do spend as much time away from the colony as possible. So by the time that we do get back, it most certainly will be night. While we return back to the colony, of course it is night, but with any luck I should be able to get up here and get straight into bed. Yes, I was able to, and we're now going to go straight back down the stairs just to take care of anything that has spawned in around the place. Which, so far, I don't see anything, so I think we may have gotten lucky. Well, apart from this thing. What I think I'm going to do actually is outfit our kangaroo bodyguards with some armour and weapons. We've got plenty of diamonds now, so that should allow me to make them some things up here. I'm going to assume that they maybe can't wear full diamond here. Maybe. That could just be the helmet and chest plate. I think I will maybe just make up a few more chest plates here and not bother about the legs or boots. I think that's pretty much all of them then outfitted here. Excellent. Just in time for it to start raining. Well, they've all then been set to wander, so hopefully they will take care of any nasty that does end up lurking around. Let's head along the way and see what our idiot is currently getting up to. Or we'll just stay for a bloody siren warning, I suppose. Is that it forming over there? Yes, it is. We will keep an eye on its trajectory, but that does seem to be far enough away from us at the moment. Faye, where are we actually? Faye is constructing the tavern build for us. She is going to require a few more items in for it, but that building is going to be constructed over here, of which she's pretty much got it cleared out already. I really don't know which way this thing is moving at the moment. It seems pretty stationary. No, actually, I think it is heading directly towards me. Which, if that's the case, then it might come close to the colony. That's going to affect the new tavern build. Maybe I should get another deflector and place it over here somewhere. I'm now getting sucked in towards it. Yep, not doing this again. Absolutely not doing this again. Although I think I am a bit too late to place down the deflector. Oh, it's so difficult to tell as to where this is coming from, or where it's moving to, I should say. I can't even go down the stairs at the moment, it's got such a suction force. And the kangaroos are getting sucked in as well here, as am I. I'm just placing that there, actually. Oh, did that literally stop it pulling me in? Oh, holy crap, it did. Well, rip little kangaroo, but I think we forced it the other way. So then why isn't this one then affecting it? Why did I have to place a new one down over there? Oh, whatever. Crisis averted, I think. Well, as difficult as that siren going off in the background is going to be here, I think I'm still going to look into making a refined storage controller, which will require some quartz enriched iron, which is pretty simple to make. We will need some silicon as well, which is just simply quartz smelted down. The recipe of the machine casing is also fairly straightforward, so all we need to worry about then is the advanced processor, which requires this stuff here, and it's the processor binding in particular, which is going to require slime balls for that. We do have some slime balls on us, and I probably should actually start investing in some productive bees here. Let's actually do that. Let's look into making up a nest, which is also fairly simple to make, but we are going to require some honeycombs for it, which we get from normal beehives. I don't know if I've seen any around here. And the chances of any beehives surviving the tornadoes that we've had lately, I think are pretty slim here as well. Well, for the second time then, I think we will need to stray away from the colony just for a bit as we look out for some bees. Maybe somewhere a bit further into the forests here where the storms clearly haven't ravaged. That would be our best bet for them. I'm literally away for all of 2 seconds. Bloody baby endermen and kangaroos not protecting them. I do hope that bee nests can spawn on these dynamic trees as well. Otherwise this is very much a fruitless journey that we're doing here. Right, I see the sun starting to set, so I'm going to call the expedition here. Let's quickly head back. We'll try again in the morning. On second thoughts actually, let's clear a little bit of space. Then we'll just see if we can spawn in our own bee nests. I need flippers of course. We will see if that's enough flippers. Let's keep spawning these things in. I really need to get my axe and other items here enchanted. I did eventually breed up some idiots who have given me out some enchantments. I just need to spend some time actually enchanting my stuff. We'll get a bit more experience and try that. Just had a thought. Can bee nests actually spawn within technically a jungle biome? Oh, yes is the answer. Right, well we will just simply let that be and let him gather up some honeycombs for us. Then we'll deal with the slimy bee nonsense. For now though, let's make up a few processor bindings, take out the silicon that's been smelted, and that is then everything for the raw processor, which we will also just very quickly smelt. And I think then that is everything for the refined storage controller. Nice one. Right, let's go find it a home, which until I make myself up a proper base of operations, it's just going to sit there. We will need to supply some power to the controller, which I think we may use a heat generator to do that. This also has a fairly standard recipe to make it, but we will need to get ourselves some osmium first, which I think I may have some ores of it. Yes, just the 4, so we could really be doing with finding more of that. We may travel underground later for some more. For now though, let's smelt this. And that's simply everything then for a heat generator. Granted, we will now need some cables to feed the power to the controller, which will require some steel to make that. And it's a fairly complicated way to make some steel, but we will require one of these metallurgic infusers, which I can make up here. However, that too will require some power. So how do I then get power into these things if I can't make steel? Well, I think what we'll do to begin with is just try get some power out from the heat generator, which I think lava might be a good heat source for it. Oh, we also have some honey ready for us. I'll come back for that. So let's very quickly scoop up some lava. Then I simply think we just dunk it on top. Or did I put that inside of it? I'm going to try that again on top because I think that's better-ish. Then can I just stick the metallurgic infuser in front of it? And yes, that does power that up. Okay, I'm making an absolute bloody mess of this, but we do have both of them now currently active. I could always just bring down the controller and do the same thing. Let's tidy this up, I think. This is a very, very temporary measure because I don't want the lava heating and burning up anything around the colony. The last thing we want is all of this wood to go up in flames. But in order for us to make steel, we will require steel dust, which requires enriched iron within the metallurgic infuser. And that is just simply a iron ingot with some coal for use. So we'll dump the two of those in, and with this now being powered on, it should make us these enriched iron thingies. Yep, that's what I'm worried about here. Let's get rid of anything flammable around. Well, there's a few enriched iron nuggets for us. I'll let that finish there. So if I now put those into the infuser, I think those should melt down then into steel. Yes, indeed they do. So we will stick those into a blast furnace, and there's our steel ingots, which I can then make our cables from. So that should be a very crude way of getting the refined storage controller active. I will get grids and monitors, all of that lovely stuff set up for them eventually here, just so that we can start digitizing things. But mainly, getting that thing some power was all that I wanted to do here for the moment. Let's see what our idiots are wanting from us. Framed cobblestone planks for the miner. We will require a architect's cutter to make those, and I have completely forgotten how these things work. Well, this is a new interface. They want double-crossed frames using jungle planks and cobblestone, which I think that's right. That bloody baby Enderman has just killed the builder there. Excellent. Right, Tanner, I think that's what you're wanting here. Seems to have been. How are you getting on with the new mine then, actually? Yeah, I think this looks correct. As long as you get us out cobblestone, that's all that I really care about here. Okay then, baby Enderman, where have you gone to? Have you disappeared again? Well, I'm sure it will be back. We have a 2 kill streak at the moment. Good job that we spent so much time getting those kangaroos up to begin with then, eh? I assume that the new builder then will be requesting in some items.
Can't work like this.
Yep. And the miner is now requesting in a lot of jungle and oak related items here. Holy crap, actually, that's quite a lot of jungle stairs and slabs. Well, we have plenty of jungle materials, so that won't be any issue at all. Although in saying that, the forester is now up and should be operational, so I'm hoping that they have been at least collecting us some jungle wood here. Mike, are you able to chop down the trees, or are these dynamic trees causing you a bit of a headache? I think the dynamic trees aren't really working for you here. That's fine. We will plant down some normal ones. Well, that is Tanner now pretty much supplied for everything he's going to require for the mine. We are in the midst of a storm at the moment. The siren was going off, so I think there is a tornado somewhere in the distance. I have planted down a few proper trees for the foresters, so eventually they will come out and chop some of them down for wood. Braylon, the new builder, pretty much has everything that they require for the tavern build, apart from a few white beds, which all we require is some white wool for that. And I wonder where we'll get that from. I was able to harvest some honeycombs from the bee nest and make up a small temporary apiary for the slimy bee, who will eventually come out of the nest and go into the advanced bee nest. So I think what I'm going to do for the remainder of today is just start enchanting some of my tools here. I will need to spend a bit more time reacquainting myself with the refined storage mod and just trying to remember what type of grids to make up here, which to be fair, I reckon won't take too long for me to reacquaint myself with. We have had a few weather scares here today, but nothing too tragic. And the spore creatures have also left us alone as well, which is a bit disconcerting. Although I'm not going to complain, those things are absolutely bloody horrible. The new tavern build is now up at 20%. Braylon has done everything to complete it, so she will do that in the background here as well. And yeah, that's been a fairly successful day here, I would say.